So we're going to be teaching some basics to woolly bugger tying. We're going to do a Mardi Gras today. I'm teaching Tasha how to actually tie a fly. It's going to be pretty simple, pretty easy to use, and cheap and efficient. So with these packaging that we have in front of us, we are going to be able to tie 24 of these, but we are going to be tying one today. So first thing, we have our size 4 hook. Let me get that back in camera. She's got it. And then we're going to use a tungsten wedge head, so that's going to be able to sink down in the water at any of your fly fishing needs and get down to the big trout. So we already have our string prepared. So what we're going to do is go ahead, Tasha, you're going to grab it. So we're going to wrap clockwise around the hook as you hold the string.
Okay.
Hold the string.
Got
Pull
it.
There you go. And go down the hook towards the barb. So this way. See how I'm doing this?
Yes.
And as fast as you want, you're going to wrap it so it kind of coats the hook. Yeah, you got it. Keep going to the left. I'm going to do this faster, but I'm showing Tasha how to do this.
So just to be clear, I've never done this before. I am totally a beginner.
And this is something like I don't really tie flies a lot, but this is something that I know how to do, and it's, you know, it works. A lot of people do it a lot differently. So once you get all the way left, you're gonna go all the way right now. So come back and you want to.
Am I far enough left?
Yes, far left.
Cool.
So see, you want to make sure that coat is hooked. Right. That hook is coated.
But you can't see any shiny.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just to get a base layer. A lot of people, you know, they want it to be coated, but I just use it for the grip of the feathers when you put it on there, which is our next step. And these are gonna be Mardi Gras flies, so I don't really know if anybody's done that before, but
They're really festive.
In the past, I've done it. It works. So you got that going.
Did I do it right?
Yeah, you did it right. Okay. So next step. So now you're gonna go back towards the barb. So you're gonna keep going.
Okay.
Again. So you're gonna end up at the back of the barb, because actually probably halfway.
Am I holding this right?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of. Not really. You're gonna be holding this part.
Oh. Okay. That probably will make my life easier, right?
And go that way towards the halfway point.
Got it. Just
Make
halfway.
Sure it's tight, yeah. What happens is, so for beginners, so like if you're tighter to the fly, see how I'm rolling it up? It's easier to go around, so you're not like going around in circles. So
such large circles.
So the closer it is, you can go like this.
Well, that seems more efficient.
And then go halfway.
Okay.
All the way to the left.
All the way left.
Going. Okay, leave it right there.
Right there.
All right, now we are gonna get our purple quill. This is Marabou. Festive, Mardi Gras. And we're going to place it. Actually, we're going to cut this because it's too big.
Okay. Take your word for it.
So you're going to grab this with your left hand. And you're going to place it on the hook. And you're going to tie around the feathers.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead. Left hand.
Left hand.
Place on the hook. And you're going to get just like there. Here. Let's see. Just like that.
Okay.
So that you can tie around it. There you go. And then keep going towards your fingers. So you want to like be brushing against your fingers exactly. I feel like you've done this before. You've been practicing before we did this. I'm just kidding.
So, how am I doing?
Yeah, you're doing. Keep going.
Yeah.
And then you want to keep going toward, to the left. Exactly. And this is, I mean, a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, this is how you do it. Everything works the same. Matters how it looks at the end.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's like, oh, you need to glue it first, or you need to do this. But if you want an effective fly, you know, trout aren't that, well, I just broke that.
Uh-oh.
Well, give me a second.
Do I start to go back the other direction again?
Yeah, you want to cover it. Not too thick, but just to cover the hook base.
Okay. So while we wait on him, I'll show you what we're using. We're using this Daiichi wet or nymph hook, 1720 is the style. And this is from Hareline. This is Strung Marabou blood quills in bright purple. And I don't know where the package is for this stuff, but I'll show it to you.
We are back. I've got this back in set up. Everything happens during a video. So what we're going to do now is that we are going to get our fancy Mardi Gras Chenille. I guess Chenille. I call it Chenille. Some people call it, what do you call it? I don't know.
Chenille.
Chenille, like the big old brand. All right. And we're going to cut, I don't know, about like 8 inches of this. And this is going to be kind of our base layer to make the fly thick. This, Tasha, this is yours.
Okay, thank
As
you.
it gets hung up in the string. And then I will have about 8 inches. I just do 8 inches because it's not going to be 8 inches, but you're going to want to cut at the end.
Okay.
First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to glue yourself some Zap. And you don't have to use Zap, but people tie knots, and you're going to put one end on there, like just stick one end like that. Don't touch your fingers because make sure you don't, you know,
it's a very delicate process.
Yeah, you push it down a little bit.
Okay.
I usually get a little zap on my fingers. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah. You're gonna tie one end. So what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be actually using this as your string like you did before. So you're gonna leave your string down. This is what I do at least. But all right. So once is it kind of tight on there yet?
Yeah, a little bit.
Let me make sure it's pressed down. It's okay if I get a little bit of glue on there. All right, so what I usually do is I rotate it this way.
Okay.
And go back towards the fly, like this.
Which way is the fly? The back of it?
Or I'm sorry, the hook.
The hook.
The bar to the left.
Okay.
And you go wrap, and you're gonna keep wrapping around towards the feathers.
Okay.
Okay, and then once it's kind of, yeah, exactly. Or go back one more time. Okay, yours is thick. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go right now.
Okay.
You're just gonna base coat it until you go all the way across to the bead. And you're gonna wrap it until your tungsten bead is tight on the hook. It's gonna spin a little bit, but I usually just do that. Beautiful.
Is that good?
So you're gonna hold it like this.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna glue the underside of that.
Alrighty.
And you're gonna keep twisting around the hook until it all folds, and you're gonna pull it down. That's good. Or pull like this, and then pull down. And let it dry.
Okay.
Because once it dries, did I do mine? I can't remember. Did I do mine?
You haven't glued.
I can't remember when I'm doing 2 things at once. There you go. I'm gonna let it dry.
Okay.
What that does is let the glue set in. Zap is probably the strongest glue you could use that I've ever known. Don't put it between your fingers because you'll have to go to the hospital usually. That's what I did when I was little. You're gonna let that dry. Look, see how it's dried? You're just gonna cut it right here.
Can I walk?
Right there.
All right.
Oh, well, that works. That was the second step.
Okay, that'll work.
Can I come through?
Yes, we have people working here too. Yeah, and pretty much that's the basic steps of it. So the second step is, since we have our string, we don't need even our string anymore. We're actually gonna kind of fold this.
So should I cut this part of the string?
Yes, all the way to the base.
Got it.
So let me just show the camera what that looks like. See how that looks. We've got a lot of pom-pom in the back, so we're gonna do a little bit of trimming, a little haircut. Actually, yours is pretty good. I trimmed just a little bit.
Good.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
So we're really just gonna give this guy a little haircut. So usually this resembles, it could resemble a bait fish, it could resemble a creek chub, just anything that's gonna get their attention. That's why I use that Mardi Gras color. I usually make sure it's about 2 inches from the barb. So it's an even spread and it's not too big. A lot of fish actually are pretty picky and they won't. Bigger fish will eat a bigger woolly bugger, but the fish around in Tennessee, most of them are not gonna hit, it's a gigantic. I've actually seen it, like a 12-inch trout eat a 3-inch woolly bugger, but this is kind of your medium size for still fishing.
How are my hairstyle?
There you go. That's good.
Is that good?
That's good right there. So let me show you what beginner and a little bit of experience looks like. That's pretty good.
Hey, I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
That would catch a fish.
So that's pretty much it. That's how you make a pretty cheap and easy to do woolly bugger. That kind of shows that everyone can do it. It's pretty intimidating at first, but once you do, it's kind of an art style and arts and crafts. So I'm glad that you did it. Good job.
Thank you. Good job.